Alright, you guys, how's it going? So, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning right now, and I'm at the gas station. Got everything loaded up. I'm heading to Idaho. So, this is the Lucas Oil video that I've been talking about. The additive. And also, I'm going to see how well that oil additive does. But I bought the fuel injector cleaner and the upper cylinder lubricant right here. So, along with all my other stuff, and so I put, it says to put 3 ounces for every 10 gallons, so this is 5 gallons, so that's 1.5 ounces in there, and I threw 4.5 in my tank for 15 gallons, all together topping off in the $5, or the 5 gallons, that's what it came out to. So I have an MPG calculator on my other phone, so I'm going to be keeping you guys up to date, but so I'm going to hit the road. So I'm scheduled to stop up in Bishop, California, which is just under 300 miles from here. I'm going to top off, see how many miles per gallon I did. So we'll pick this up when I get there. But I'm also going to do something. I'm going to look and see how the gas prices change. This is Southern California gas prices, the cheapest. And then I don't know if you can tell Chevron, but it's 409, 419, and 429, and surprisingly $3.95 for diesel over there, which is rare, especially for on these parts. So yeah, sky high gas prices. So on the land of cheaper gas. So we'll and then there's my full tank. So I'm gonna reset my trip computer. Like so, and on my way, guys. So I'm in Lone Pine, California. It's about 9:30 right now, and I figured I'll show you my miles per gallon. But my truck took 11.196 gallons, and I put the appropriate amount of Lucas oil back in there. So let's go to my fuel calculator. This is a free app, by the way. So trip I drove. Now, for those of you who know this area, I had to drive back to a rest stop for something. I won't go into details, but so I burned a lot of gas that I didn't need to burn. So I drove 330.6 miles. So, and my truck took 11 gallons, 11.196 gallons. Wow. And keep in mind, this is a truck. This is a Ford Ranger with the 4-cylinder, and I was driving at 60 miles an hour, which for this truck and the gearing, it's just over 2,000 RPM. So, and if we go, actually, save, so you can see those 3 bars there on the left. That's usually what I get in town. Mostly highway driving with just a little bit of city driving, but yeah, almost 30 miles a gallon. So I'm really gonna try, because when I had to drive back to the other rest stop, I was let's just say driving less than efficient. So I could have probably squeezed out about 30 or maybe even 31 if I didn't drive so fast getting back there. But yeah, so I'm gonna push on to Bishop, top off again, and then hit Ely. Alright, you guys, I'm in Bishop, California, and from where I was at Lone Pine, or whatever the name of that town was, 55.2 miles, and I only burned 1.8 gallons. So let's do the conversion here again, see if I can beat 29 miles a gallon. And again, I drove 60 miles an hour the entire way here. So trip 55.2, and my truck took 1.801 gallons. Oh, 1.801. 30.6, yes. So, and I put like a dribble of that Lucas Oil fuel additive since it only took basically 2 gallons. So 30 miles a gallon in a truck. So, yeah, that's not bad at all. So let's save this again. As you can see, it's just progressing. So I'm guessing 30 is about the best I'm going to get, but we'll see. So, but what I've been hearing from that with that Lucas Oil stuff is the more that you use it, the better gas mileage you get. So, yeah. So we'll pick this up when I get to Ely, Nevada, which is about 3/4 of a tank for me. So we'll see. I thought I'd show you how the driving conditions are. I'm 13 miles outside of Bishop right now, and as you can see, it is just a dead straight road. And speed limit's 60, so good news, because that's all I ever drive in this truck for the 30 miles a gallon that you're seeing. And there's my RPM. Just over 2,000, so it's just sipping gas right now. But yeah, I mean, as some of you know, I live in the San Fernando Valley in Chatsworth, and so getting out of the valley was it's pretty hilly, so lots of hills and whatnot. So getting through that, my gas mileage suffered a little bit, but this is it's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if I maybe squeaked up into the 31 miles per gallon range, but we'll see. So I just thought I'd show you what I'm going to be driving on for the next 300 miles. Yep, we'll pick this up when I get to Ely. Guys, just wanted to give you an update. I'm about 40 miles past Topena, if that's how you say it, towards still heading towards Ely, Nevada. And I just wanted to show you how great of gas mileage I'm getting. If you remember, I topped off in Bishop all the way back in California, and so now I'm in Nevada now. But I've done 137.5 miles, and I'm just barely hitting 3/4 of the tank. Now, normally back home, you know, driving to school and whatnot, each quarter of a tank is about 100 miles. So I'm really hoping to get into the mid 30s for miles per gallon average, but we'll see. So I've got about 130 and change miles until I get to Ely, so we'll calculate the MPG when I get there. I'm in Ely, Nevada, so finally got here, and to my surprise, I just filled up, and I put about just under 3 ounces, because surprisingly, all the way from Bishop to here, I only burned 8.5 gallons. And there's the shot just to prove it to you, which I'm amazed. So I think I might beat 30 miles a gallon this time. So let's just turn the computer on. 283.2 miles from Bishop to Ely. My tank's full, so trip. Let's get this in better light here. There we go. So trip, 283 miles, 0.2 gallons, 8.591. 31.6. Not bad for a little pickup. That is awesome in my opinion. And I didn't add any. That little gas tank I had back there is still full. So that's saving me a lot of money on gas. So that's awesome. So from Big Pine or Lone Pine, whatever pine town that was, it was 30.6, so I went up another mile per gallon. So yeah, so if you guys are wondering why I had to double back, I finally, a sigh of relief. So I thought I lost my wallet somewhere near Queso Junction or somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, California, just after where was it? It was like 70 miles south of Bishop, California, and um, but that's where I thought I lost it, and it wasn't until I got to the next stop after Independence, California, and I felt my pocket and my wallet wasn't in there, so I tore my truck apart. I freaked, and I drove all the way back to the Queso Junction, whatever the rest stop was. All it was really just a rest stop. And so I called my dad all the way back in California, you know, and so he calls me about 15 minutes ago, and I left it at the gas station where I filled up in the morning, back in California, right down the street from my house. I left it on the counter while I was paying for all my snacks and stuff. So the guy returned it. All my money was still in there. All my dad's military star card for my gas on base was still there. Thank God, you know. So if you're watching this, I forget your name, Nick something, but thank you so much. You know, it's those few moments where you have you're not disgusted with the human race, I guess you could say. So it's nice to see an honest, hard-working person out in California, you know, every once in a while. So, but I just thought I'd update. Remember the gas prices were $4.05 a gallon in California? Well, it's $3.60 here in Ely, Nevada. So for 8.5 gallons, it was $31 flat. So, but that's my story. So my dad, he's FedExing it to my mom's house in Idaho, so it'll be there tomorrow afternoon. So, which is nice because then I can buy my temporary hunting and fishing license, so I can go shoot stuff and catch fish. So, and I can go to the bar with my friends that I went to high school with. So, which is always fun. So, yeah, now time for the longest stretch, and that's from here to Mountain Home, Idaho. So, I'm gonna be driving through Twin Falls and whatnot. So I had to break my TomTom out because it was like being around Area 51 out there. There was no cell service at all through most of that drive from Bishop to Ely. So sorry for the rambling, but yeah. So that's my average miles per gallon. I doubt if I'm gonna beat it, but we'll see. So we'll pick this up probably at the Nevada-Idaho border, or Idaho itself. So. Well, guys, I'm finally back home in California from Idaho, and I didn't really do a gas mileage test on the way home because my gas mileage pretty much stayed right where it was. It went up 0.2, so the highest I got was 31.8 miles a gallon. But yeah, that's the stuff I was using, and it definitely saved a lot of gas. So I'm very happy with that. And I'm still running the oil additive in my truck as well. And it's more than, like right now, if I were still running my standard oil, I would have had to change it right when I got home. But it's, the color, consistency of it, everything else is great. So I highly recommend that stuff too. But yeah, so I just thought I'd let you guys know, testing out this product real world over a very long drive. So, pretty good claim right there, fuel saver. So, yep. So again, that was in my '07 Ranger. But like I said, back home finally. So, questions, comments, leave them down below. If you're feeling generous, hit that like button. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.